welcome to the Lefebvre Craftamo watercolor box. I'm unboxing box number 8 with saying that I do want to apologize for, I thought the last one was box number 8. I definitely can't count. This is box number 8 and I'm a little bit late with my unboxing, but I'm quite excited about it. I think this is a gorgeous sky and looks like a landscape, which is just what I'm in the mood for. So without further ado, I'm going to open it. Once again, it was beautifully packaged by Craftamo, and we get inside the information, and then this beautiful, I'm going to take this away. I'll put it down when I'm painting. This beautiful color, I love that. And then she always gives you a finished picture, so this will be what we're painting. And actually, as I've been watching TV, I've been looking at these beautiful seas and skies and wishing I had some idea how to recreate that. So that the fact that this is the painting is really awesome. And then on the back there's information which I'm not sharing because it's for this box and I don't want to give that away without people subscribing. Oh, look at that. 2 more brushes. This is awesome. Yay! Did they hear my plea? It's another round brush, a size 4, and it looks like it has a gorgeous tip. And then an angled brush, which I don't have, in a size 12. So let me just open that. They look really nice. I look forward to playing with them. And then we always get a free gift, and this time it's some masking tape. That's awesome. I love trying different masking and painter's tape because I often just rip the paper up, although somebody gave me the hint of using a hairdryer on it beforehand, and that works very well. Then we have our paper. Mine has become bent in the box here, which is a pity. I might end up having to cut that. And really, I don't think they could package it any better than they do. It comes with two things of like bubble wrap stuff and in another box which has also got bubble wrap. So I think it's just the fact that it comes from so far away. And we have our 4 colors. Where are my glasses? So I'm going to open this. I'm going to actually do that off camera and I'll tell you what the colors are. And then it's just the paper because we won't need to trace that image, I'm sure. So I'm going to undo the paper, the watercolor paints, and I'm going to get them ready and pop them into the palette, and then I'm going to swatch them for you. I'll be back in the blink of an eye for you. So in the nature of YouTube, 45 minutes has passed for me and the blink of an eye for you, and I've unboxed the colors. It's cadmium yellow, light red, Prussian blue, and lamp black, and I'm going to swatch them here. So I have already sprayed them with a bit of water, and I'm using this size 2 round brush to swatch with and get a feel for. Beautiful color, cadmium yellow, I must say. Rinse that clean. Light red, which actually looks sort of like a tan to me almost. Just going to rinse some of the paint off. It's quite opaque looking there. And put some clean water and see what it looks like when it waters down a bit. Prussian blue, I must say, is one of the colors. I love painting landscapes. It's one of the colors that I really enjoy. It's a gorgeous, and this is a lovely one. It's a gorgeous, rich blue. Really nice color. And then the lamp black. So I haven't followed the class yet, but I can imagine that that will be used to darken the Prussian blue and to probably do the silhouette trees, etc. So there we are. And I'll try out these brushes in a minute. I should have done this the other way around. I have done as I did before and put all the information here. I haven't bothered really with the pigment numbers yet because I decided it really is quite a strain, and unless somebody particularly wants to know, if you're really keen for me to do that for you, do leave me a request in the comments below this video and I'll do it with love. But if it's something that really doesn't interest my viewers either, I'm not going to do it. My eyes are quite bad, so I end up taking a photograph and enlarging it with my finger and then squinting to try and see what's written. So at this stage of my painting career, it's not necessary. So now I'm going to play a little bit with these colors, and I'm just going to get my sketchbook. So I'm back again, and I've taken my sketchbook and I've used the masking tape that I received in this box. I want to see how well it keeps the paint out. I didn't press it onto my clothing or onto anything else beforehand. I just want to see what it's like. I will use my hairdryer before I lift it. And I'm going to paint a simple landscape just to try out these paints. I'm not going to do, this is the picture that we got with the box, and I will wait to do the class to follow that beautiful image. I'm just going to do a landscape sort of out of my head. So, oops, look at that now. I went and scribbled on that completely unwittingly. Did any of you see that and yell, "No, Les, you're marking the paper"? So to start with, this is, I'm doing it in portrait view. And I'm going to sort of, there's halfway, and just below halfway, I'm just going to do a light horizon line. Doesn't need to be straight. And I'm going to put a bit of a mountain up there, sort of draw a mountain and go up to the edge. And then I think I'm going to make this ocean, and for that I'm probably going to use some of the cobalt blue from one of the previous boxes that we got. So before I do anything else, I'm just going to do a light wash of clean water. This water is almost clean. I just used it for rinsing beforehand. I'm doing it over the whole page. If I was being careful, and if this painting wasn't just a sketchbook thing, then I would have put masking tape there. But then I'm going to take some of the Prussian blue and I'm going to add quite a lot of water to that. And I'm going to do a light wash of that just to give us a bit of a sky. And I'm leaving some white spaces. And I'll go a little bit darker towards my horizon line. And in the valley there. And then I'm going to, while this is still wet, this is not great paper, the sketchbook. It dries up quite quickly. I just want to make sure that's all still wet. I'm going to just get some more of that Prussian blue with my small size 4 round brush, and with quite a thick mixture, I'm going to do some little streaks into the wet, just to give some interest to that sky. I want it to sort of look like a windy sky. And I'm going to just take some of that at the top there. I want to get some water around my mountain. And I'm just painting that very roughly. So I'm going to leave that to dry, and I don't need more water around this mountain here. And when it's dry, I'll be back to do some more. So this is all dried nicely, and now I'm going to re-wet this bottom area. I have clean water, and I was thinking of making it the sea. So I thought, so I've got this nice and wet. And I thought I would bring out my color chart, and I love this color. So this was the color turquoise from one of the earlier boxes. So I'm going to be using that for the ocean. There we are. I'm using this filbert brush that we received in another box. And I'm going with quite a dark line there. And then I'm just going to paint the nice turquoise water. And I'm going to mix it a little bit with the ultramarine as I go further away. I feel like I haven't painted forever, and I'm not painting very well. I used to do so many of these kinds of landscapes, and I loved it. And now I feel as if I just haven't done them for such a long time. To just hold this up a bit so that the paint can go down. While it's wet, I do want this to be darker at the top. There we are. And now that must dry. And I'm just dabbing now to try and give some texture to the water. This is all wet, so we could get nice sort of texture as that dries. And then I'll pop in the mountain later on, and then we can see how that does. So I'll leave this to dry, and I'll be back shortly. Okie dokie, well, these are nicely dried now, and I'm going to use the lamp black that we got today, and I'm going to do the mountains in that. I'm using this filbert brush, So I'm going to do that, and then actually there I'm going to go right down with that, make that a kind of a silhouette. And then I want to use my small brush and I've added a bit of water to it. Just want a clean outline, so it's going to be more on the grey side. Going to get a bit more water on it, just drying it a little bit. It's a bit too damp. There we are. Want to make a clean line here. And now I'm going to go back to this lamp black, and I'm going to do a dark line here to kind of make it look a bit like a gully or like a shadowy area. And then I'm going to do some sort of streaks on the mountain as well here. Oh, keep going out of the lines. Irritate myself when I do that. Luckily I'm going to change the shape a little bit here. There we are. Now I've wet the brush and I've dried it off a bit, and those lines are a bit harsh, so I'm sort of blending them out a little bit. To get I keep getting too much water on the ferrule of the paintbrush, and then it drips onto my painting. Want to get a clean line there. I'm washing my brush very, very well, checking that it's clean, and I'm just going to get some clean water. So now you can see the little bit of texture that I created with dropping the darker blue-green into the water. I've got some of this Dr. P.H. Martin's Bleed Proof White. I'm going to try adding just some little bits of white texture to that. So I want to be very sure that my brush is absolutely clean. And I'm just going to dig a little bit of that out and putting it on my palette here. Closing this again. And then I'm going to just do some little bits of white. And I think I want to get them around the... I must be careful there because that's still wet. So let me wait for that again. So very dotty lines, just to kind of add some texture to the water. And then I think I'm finished with the rest of this, so I'm going to hope and pray that I'm not messing it up here around the rocks, but I'm just doing little bits of dots to make the splashing as the water gets there. You can see what's happening. My brush is picking up the black because I didn't wait for it to dry. So I'm just persevering because I now want to finish, as I've got a pupil coming soon and I want to upload this video. So this is not the way to paint. You never do things in a rush. Going to let that dry just a little bit more and then put some more on. I'm going to go off and use my hairdryer to try and warm this masking tape, and then we'll see how cleanly it comes off, and then hopefully that'll be dry enough for me to finish some more of the white bits. Okay, I used the hairdryer, and let me just quickly try and get this white paint. I've got it in quite a thick mixture here. That's better. I'm just doing little dots. I love this little size 4 round brush. It's been great with this box, all the different kinds of brushes we've been getting, and it's been fun to play with them. But I think that I'm still more and more definitely a round brush fan. So yeah, it's just my preference at this level, or where I'm at with my painting journey at the moment. So there we are. Now I did use the hairdryer as I said. So let me see how it peels off. It's peeling off well. It bled. So that could be my fault, or it could be the fault of the masking tape. I'm never sure. There we are. So not bad. I mean, it was a very quick and easy, uninspired little landscape, but I just wanted to do it quickly to try some of the products, and I think it turned out okay. So I do hope that you've enjoyed this video today, and that you enjoyed seeing Emma's box with all the products, and I'm very excited to paint this, and I'm sure it will look so lovely once it's done. And I just want to thank you all for watching this and for joining me. I would love it if you left me a comment, and I wish you an artistic, creative, happy and healthy week. Bye-bye now.